Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today's video is a current shop tour of the current place that we're at the moment. If you've been following along with my videos, you know that we're getting ready to move into a new house. Well, as soon as windows come in. And we got a new shop being built. Framing should start here in a few weeks. Also, our house should be finished hopefully here in the next maybe month and a half or so. But I really just want to document this for myself, so I can look back at it years down the road and really see how far I've came as a woodworker. I've been doing this for about 3 to 3.5 years. Started off, with just a project that someone challenged me with, and here we are 3 years later, and I'm still figuring things out. But I wanted to give y'all a tour of where it all started, so that y'all can see where I started from and where we're going. So let's go. So the shop itself has, as you can see, we're way off in the woods here, way out in the country. But we have 2 side rooms. I think they're 12 by 14 each. And then we have the main shop. So when I first bought this place, the guy who wired it, who lived here, he had used extension cords to wire the whole shop. So what I had to do, the first thing I had to do was drop a power line in, and I had to have a disconnect and a ground and all that here. As you can tell, this is a really old shop. It actually has a brand new roof. You can thank a storm back a few years ago for blowing my roof off. Anyways, they got me a new shop. And for any of you hunters, I have all kinds of deer antlers. We have a Great Pyrenees that loves animals, other animals. She eats anything. Anyways, so the first little side room here, this shop is absolutely nothing fancy. I'm just kind of videoing this for myself. But here, so I've got a bunch of rough cut. Every bit of this is dry. Most of it's oak. There's some poplar, there's some maple, it's red oak, white oak. You can see a lot of it. I kind of have it sectioned off here. A lot of it has some splits in it, but I'll use these for pretty much. I can get a 2x4 off each side. I got these logs, let's just say at a very, very good deal, and they were already dried. So I still probably have 10,000 board foot sitting at the mill that I haven't got cut up yet. But this is the first side room. I've put a floor in here. That was pretty simple to do. Also, this is my quarter sheets of Luan that I have stacked up. I planned on using those for my new shop, for the interior walls. I don't know, how far that will go, but like I said, this is just a little side room, nothing fancy. So this is the main shop area. You get a step back here. You can kind of see, like I said, this shop is nothing fancy at all. Just wanted to get me going. This is what got me going. So it's a nice shop. When I first bought it, I've done a lot of updating to it. But while I have a second, I just want to say thank you all for the ones who have liked and subscribed to my channel. The ones who haven't, if you're watching this, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out, so I can continue to do more videos. But all right, so we'll get going. So the main shop here is a 24 wide by 36 long. I don't know why the guy only put this one door here. But anyways, I wish this whole thing was a door. I think this is only probably 8 or 9 foot tall. Most definitely would never have a shop this short again. But so I have a lot of wood storage. I have a lot of lots of wood here. Obviously, like I said, I got all that rough cut stuff. But as you can, my table saw, I had to have one that had wheels on it, just because of, I have to move it out of the way if I want to get projects in and out. And plus, when I blow, I don't have a dust collection system in here. So when I blow the dust, this one blows it straight down. Then I sweep it up about once a week, and usually burn it or so. But so just lots of wood storage. I do lots of wood cedar swings. That's my bench grinder that I use to grind the rust off of my dog kennel bars, which I use 1/2-inch rebar for that. Just a wild assortment. I don't even think I have no racks in here. These are just things I've thrown up. This was actually here when I bought it. And it just became a paint stain storage, aerosol cans, and then I built those little shelves for, random things to sit on. And I'm working on this will be our hickory top. You can see the hickory grain in there. I still got a lot of sanding and lots of things to do to that. That'll be our hickory top for our new house. So currently working with a rigid table saw. It has wheels. Been a great saw so far. I'll leave a review on it here in a few months or so. Once I've had it for 6-7 months, so far I love it. This is my Grizzly 1026 shaper table. It's pretty much a router, a juiced up router. I hardly ever use it. I don't even feel like digging through all this. But if you know what a big router table, all it is, you can kind of see them. Just a router bit. And it's like, I don't know, I think it's like a 3, maybe 5 horsepower. It's a 220 super industrial shaper table. I bought it thinking I was going to do a lot of cabinet doors. It helps me do cabinet doors. It helps me do my shiplap, and so on. So this is what was supposed to be just a weed eater storage. I'm a steel guy. I love my steel chainsaws, my weed eaters. This is my scrap pile. As you can see, I don't have a dust collection system in here. I most definitely will have one in the other one. But so I usually burn all my scrap stuff. This is my Grizzly G0858 jointer. It's an 8-inch joiner. I think it's 72 inches long. This thing, when I do the review on this, it will be absolutely spectacular because this machine gets used every single day and it never fails on me. This Helicath head is the best thing that you can buy woodworking wise. I'll never buy a tool of this size that doesn't have that. So this is just some of the projects that I currently finished or have going out. This beautiful bed frame. Should have done a video on it. That's first time I've done this bed frame. So that should go out this weekend. Also currently working on, I just got done painting this kennel. What will be a kennel. This kennel looks just like all these kennels here. I do a lot of dog kennels. That kennel's, I'm holding it for somebody until they can come pick it up. As you can tell, there's lots of dust flies everywhere. And then of course, the top to this kennel, entertainment center / kennel there. I've started storing all of my goodies back here, my high bay lights for my new shop. That will be my new island sides made from poplar. We have lots of storage totes because we have no room in our house currently. Just had another baby, so we're getting a little slim on room. Like I said, just lots of wood just laying everywhere. These are the first 2 benches that I built. I'm 6'2", and I would highly recommend never building them this tall. I think 36 inches, so about here, would be perfect. So when I move, I'm probably going to chop these legs off, redo this whole thing, kind of, put me some cabinets or whatever in here, and so on. So this is my, I cut out cedar, like I said, cut out cedar swings. I'll gradually store those. I'll work on a few at a time, cut them out, put them over here. I use lots of pocket holes, 3-inch screws. This is my Craig pocket hole graveyard kind of. This was the first one I began with. This thing was amazing, lasted for a few years. This one didn't last so much as long, and now I'm working on the Craig Pro. I really like this pocket hole machine. So far so good. I have a few complaints, but I mean, it's nothing major. So far, I'll also do a review on this eventually, a actual honest review. Stepping over here, we have my pretty new rigid miter saw. It's a 12-inch saw, dual bevel, dual compound. This was, I'd started making a place to put this. Never really finished it. These actually kind of came in handy not having wood here, because all the wood I have is usually like 16-foot boards. So, you know, it's really not that big of a deal. Sometimes I get hung up on the corners here, but for the most part, if I'm drilling holes straight through the top of some boards, I'll usually set it up here, so I have some room. I'll most definitely add to this when I add a dust collection system at my new place. I won't have all this wood. I'll actually use, I've been keeping my 1x10 scraps. I'll use some fancy bed frames that I kind of do. I'll use probably all of this for that. I just got to have time to do it. But so this is a nightstand that I built, and if you have not noticed yet, these two pieces, the kennel in the back there, and then this whole bed frame here, that's all going out to one customer. Should be picked up Saturday. I kind of have a, so like I said, I'm a steel guy. I'm a Grizzly guy, and I love my Milwaukee tools. I love my battery only nail gun. Also my jigsaw. I got a sawzall. I got a stapler, drills, impacts, all that. I can do a big review on all that. Batteries, chargers. Would never recommend you ever buying a battery off of Amazon. Made that mistake one time. That thing lasted about 2 weeks. Couldn't send it back. Anyways, that's another day. I needed a cheap cheap drill press. So when I'll make my own my sliding barn doors. I'll use this to make the holes instead of doing by hand. This just really came in handy. I think this thing was only like $70 or something. It was super cheap. And it's been good. I never changed the drill bit out. That can be kind of tough to maneuver getting in and out, but you know, I've not changed it out since the day I put it in there and bought it. So it's been good to me. This is more wood storage. So all this here, not this pine, but all that is hickory. I love hickory lumber. I get it out of the mill. It's all dried. I'll eventually use that for tables and kennels, and once I get all my stuff out, you know, that for my new house. This is all pecan. I usually keep my better boards in here, you know, in case I have a tabletop that needs to be made. This will be, so this is black walnut lumber here. It's hard to see the grain, but every bit of that up there is black walnut. I bought that about 1.5 years ago, with expectation I'm going to be making a epoxy river table top for our island and our new house. And it might get a little dark back here, but we'll try to navigate it. So this is another piece of black walnut. We're going to use that for our coffee table. Started cutting up all of our stuff for our house. This is this little side room. This is the first one you've seen from the outside. It's nothing fancy. Don't even have a light in here because it's more of a storage place. And I never come back here unless it's, you know, unless I'm getting something out. But so this is all of our boxes, our light fixtures, fans, sink bowls, lights galore for our new place. Yeah, this room's just pretty much a storage room. I have my son's crib in the back. I have a tabletop that's been waiting on someone to come pick up for about 4 months now. They haven't yet. And then I have my, if you can see these or not, but my Shelby GT500 snake logo, cornhole boards. Cornhole is really popular here in the South. You know, something we're all huge Alabama fans. Something that we just do. So, but yeah, this is my current shop. Like I said, there's absolutely nothing fancy in here. When we bought this place, we moved in, and you know, I seen an opportunity. I wanted to use the shop for something. Got into woodworking. Here we are now. Now I'm building a much bigger shop to accommodate all my needs. You know, we've been extremely blessed, extremely thankful for having the opportunity. You know, to buy this place to start. You know, I still work a 40-hour job outside of here. So, you know, it was something getting used to, working a lot, but you know what, it has most definitely, it's made the world of difference. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to, just a sneak peek of my current shop. You know, it's been good. It's been fun, but we're ready to move. We should be moved here in about a month. So I'll most definitely, when I get all this stuff in my new place, we'll do another walkthrough of it, and we'll go from there. Thank y'all for watching.